message, my people.
Darius Coleman from Syracuse University played all over the NBA, dominated, devastating. Darius Coleman checking in from our good brother Rolling Bubba Grimes. Give you a shout out. Thank you for checking out the Peace in the Morning show. Asset-based communications. All we push is positive information, and we make sure people understand that we are pushing the agenda to make sure that we are successful in our communities. We don't have time for the shuck and jive. We want to make sure we push peace and love all day long, funky and live, right here on the Peace in the Morning show. This is Darius Stanton live at www.elifemedia.net. That's www.elifemedia.net. We are so excited. You know, it's Talk to Me Tuesday, and I want y'all to talk to us because we have a lot, as usual, going on in the world today. First and foremost, we want to pay homage to all those brothers and sisters of all races, all sexes, that have sacrificed their lives around the world for people to vote. All over the world. This is Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. And during Hispanic Heritage Month, we want to pay homage to the brothers and sisters who sacrificed their lives, who organized, who went against the government or any other oppressive regime that tried to stop people from living in a peaceful, successful, free manner. And the Hispanic community is very well organized and has always a tradition of being very successful in social justice movements where they're taking real stands on real issues for people. So we definitely want to pay homage to them, but all of the folks that have sacrificed their lives that you never even know about, the people you don't even know exist. They don't have a stamp, they don't have a day, they don't have a plaque in their name, but they were out there organizing people, they were out there feeding people, they were out going to jail and having their lives threatened, their family lives threatened. You know, we want to take a moment just right now and have a brief moment of silence for those who paid the ultimate price so that we could go out and vote. Thank you. And for all those good and righteous ancestors, we want to keep it moving. So this morning, we all pumped up and ready to go, Win, win, win. That's right. We speaking of winners, you know, we like to bring attention to the folks who support us because it's important that you're supporting people that are helping you get to the next level. If you're involved in something that's not helping other people and is tearing them down or constantly separating people, then, you know, we're not supporting that. We're not supporting companies, businesses. We're not even calling them out to shame them or put them down. We're not spending any time on that. We're talking about the companies and organizations that are helping our communities grow, thrive, and prosper. Karen Satter, Lady Karen, Karan, what's up? We looking for you. We looking for you. Lady Karan in the house. Thank you so much, our good sister Bubba. Lady Karan in the house this morning. But we definitely want to make sure that we support those people that support us, because the only way we can get to the next level is to be able to come together collectively and to be able to share our resources. So if you've already voted, if you've already taken, I've had people call me already in tears this morning because they got to the polls and people said they couldn't vote, but they didn't walk away. They stayed there. They made sure that they took their vote. And that's what we've got to take stands today. Often we stand up here on the Peace in the Morning show, and you might think it's just so we can have fun and party, but it's a symbolism in that. We need to take stands. As men, we need to take stands for domestic peace. We need to take stands for domestic peace and make sure that women know that they are protected and somebody has their back and somebody's going to stand up for them, whether it's in the boardroom, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's in the dorm room. Did you hear me say dorm room? For those of you who just sent children to college, girls or boys, talk to them about college life and what transpires and how they can be in a situation that could change their lives for the rest of their lives. All right? They're going to party, they're going to have a good time, but tell them to make sure they use their common sense and not use their lower sense to drive and direct what they do while they're in college, because it could completely ruin them, and there's nothing mom, dad, or anybody else could do for them. Only the good Lord can bring them out of some of those situations. And in particular, I'm talking about date rape. I'm talking about gang rape. I'm talking about when young men are in a position of power or playing sports, and they use that as an influence to encourage to do things that they, women as well. It's not just on young men, it's young women as well. But we know the stats of 1 out of every 5 young ladies on college campuses are sexually assaulted. That's unacceptable. So when you send your young people back to school, make sure you have the conversation with them to be in the right place at the right time with the right people. And when they recognize it's not the right place and they recognize it's not the right people, that they do something about it, that they leave and they report it right away. Don't put yourself in harm's way, but save somebody's life from being tormented. Because if you were being tormented, you'd want somebody to save your life. Give us a call at 240-455-5934. It's Talk to Me Tuesday, 240-455-5934. Talk to Me Tuesday. If you've already voted, if you already put your vote in, Dion Banks, what's up, good brother? Then let us know that you've already staked your claim and you've already put your vote out there. We like to vote not only with our feet and in the polls, but we also like to vote on the front line. On the front line, meaning with your pocketbook. We want you to stop supporting the organizations that don't support you, organizations that are putting things in our communities that are not good for us. We want to stop supporting and spending our dollars there. If anybody has the recent stats on the NFL boycott, what that looked like in week 2, if it had an impact in week 1, there were 2 different numbers that I was able to ascertain. One said it was a 12-point drop in the viewership, the lowest in 9 years, and the other was 14%. So if you had those numbers for week 2, give me a call. I know a lot of people still having football parties. I know a lot of people are still celebrating and shouting out their team and doing all of that. But I just watched the man in St. Louis get off from killing a young black boy who was in the wrong for selling drugs, and he was chased, got rammed, and then they shot him and planted a gun in his car, and it was caught on videotape, and the judge still let him off. So as I watched that, it's really hard for me to be able to focus and go watch a football game, knowing that we have people that are still being killed and gunned down in cold blood, and that professionals in the justice system are letting them off with mounting visible evidence. Tarita Pulley's in Annapolis, Maryland. She's helping people get out and vote today. Give her a call, 75. If you need a ride to the polls, a lot of big races taking place in the city of Annapolis. Great to see the folks come out, the various forums that were held. A lot of energy out there, a lot of young people that are involved in the election today. So get out and support those candidates. Get out and vote. make sure you take someone to the poll. Put your hand in someone else's hand and take them to the polls, and definitely take your young people so they understand what that process looks like. Toy Davis, what's up, brother? You know, on Friday we do Funky Friday in here. We got Go-Go Heartbeat coming in here tonight. Is Go-Go Heartbeat in here tonight? That's right, Toy, one of your Congo brothers, one of the Annapolis' legendary Congo players. Yes, sir. Brother Toy Davis, Go-Go Toy, make you do it. Speaking of Go-Go Toy, you know it's Talk to Me Tuesday. We like to funk it up on Talk to Me Tuesday as well. So we're going to play a little music for you. But we definitely want to make sure that you get out and vote. And check this out. We got a little video we're going to share with you. If you watch this on Facebook Live, shift over to www.elifemedia.net because we show some videos and some other things that you're not able to see as a result of Facebook. But if you come on and check us on www.elifemedia.net, you get the full package of what's going on the Peace in the Morning show. Ow, what's up? Y'all know about that Talk to Me Tuesday. Come on now. Yeah, what's up? Hey, Ladybug, peace and love.
Set it off, I suggest. Set it off, I suggest. Set it off. 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 Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off.
Come on, let's set it off. Hey, we need to vote, man. You know, in the last election, we didn't even turn out. So we have to turn out. And then after we turn out, we got to stand up and stay out.
Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off. Come on, on the left, on the right, on the left, I suggest our left, on the left, on the right, on the left, I suggest our left. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off.
Going to work right here on the Peace in the Morning show.
From spark to flame, a little thinking, desires burning, live us to stay. Come on, you got me. Out on the dance floor, we're all out to play. We'll share our secrets. Love talk is spreading. A little love is gone. Give us this day to show our gratitude, to change our attitude. Come on, we're many. With all that we feel, the time is ideal. Set it off, yes, come on. Set it off, yes, no. Set it off, come on, let's set it off. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off, come on, let's set it off. Set it off. Set it off.
Guess what?
Set it off.
Darius, peace and love,
Yeah, yeah, it feels like something was about to jump off in here.
the whole E-Life family.
Set it off.
To Annapolis, Maryland. Come live.
Get to it now, get to it. Yeah, yeah, let's smoke this one out now. Let's smoke it out.
Did he take it?
Set it off.
Set it off. Hey, Melly Bunny, what's up? Come on. Get it.
Set it off.
Come on.
Set it off.
know Gwen. Tell her happy birthday. What's up, Mika Brooks? Peace and love. All right, welcome. Come on back. Come on. Come on back. Come on. Oh, that's the part right there. Oh, I was coming back, but the music got funky to me. They got funky to you? Come on. Peace in the morning show. Come on now. Peace in the morning show. Come on now. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. We cranking it this morning at the Peace in the Morning show because we want to make sure that while we educate you, we entertain you. And we want you to entertain us. So give us a call at 240-455-593. It's Talk to Me Tuesday. Let me know, are you kicking it or are you ticketing? Are you still supporting the NFL and you still watching the games? You still got your fantasy football? Call us up and tell us why. If you kicked it and you did something else in your community to celebrate and support our young people, then do that. Give us a call and let us know what you're doing in the community as a result of the boycott of the NFL. Because there were three things people said they were going to do. The first was that they were going to pray. They were going to pray and commence prayers so that we would start to pray in our communities and bring that above. Not just going to church, but praying, coming together as groups. We can come together and sing. We can come together and party. We can come together and do a whole bunch of stuff. But can we come together just for prayer? If you don't have friends in your life that are calling you up and just want to pray with you, just pulling you to the side, or before y'all leave each other, say, let's pray, then you need to get another set of friends. Or you need to start praying with them when they come around. But if you got folks in your life that are not breaking bread and not praying with you, in 2017, my recommendation, pray with them or let it ride. Because you need people in your life right now that can pray, that have spirits, that are good-hearted. No one's perfect, but people who have good hearts and good intentions that will allow you to help you to get to the next level. Not just to talk about somebody like a dog or when we were younger, go fight with you, but somebody that will get on their knees and pray with you. That's the kind of friends that we really need in our lives. That's the kind of people that we need to surround ourselves with that can help us get to another level spiritually, is those people who will love. Natasha Pierre, peace and love. Good morning to you. There's a police officer. I want you to look him up. His name is Peter Stanton. And Peter Stanton has done some of the most powerful research that on police-involved shootings. And the reason why I want you to look him up is because the research is staggering. Out of the over 1,000 of officers since 2015 that been involved in shootings, only 35 of them have actually been to trial. Come on. And I think less than 10 of them have been convicted. Something wrong with that picture. It's definitely something wrong with that picture. So, I want us to immediately start to engage yourself. Another man in San Francisco just involved in an unarmed shooting of in San Jose, not San Francisco. I apologize, San Jose. We definitely got to get involved and do your homework. Don't just listen to people talk. Study it. Do your research. Go find out what the deal is. Give us a call. Talk to me Tuesday. And see what is it that we can do. There are folks that are still out in Houston that need help, in Florida that need help. Right now, there's an organization that we had on the show a week ago talking about relief efforts, noihouston.org, noihouston.org. We know they're delivering food and necessary items, in particular cleaning supplies and clothes, undergarments. People need the basics to clean up their shelters, to disinfect their shelters. So they need cleaning supplies and they need the basics, underclothes and things of that nature, because everything that they had was washed away. NOIHouston.org is one of those organizations that is on the ground doing things in Houston, and we know the resources are getting to where they are supposed to be. The Capital Area Food Bank will be coming on the show soon to talk about the efforts that they're doing. So look up Capital Area Food Bank, another organization that we are assured that we work with directly, that we can speak to their implementation and making sure that the food gets to the people who need it the most, or those who are not able to get food for whatever reasons. I know you see a lot of different things that talk about the food's not getting here, the supplies or the aid is not getting to these places. But I tell you, one of the things that's so sad, and it's happening all over the place, not just here, but all in the islands, after the hurricanes. And, people understand this. People are hurting. There are a lot of people who are without. There are a lot of people who don't have food, don't have a lot of things. But when you see people running in tennis shoe stores and stealing tennis shoes, going in people's houses and robbing them because they know the police can't get there, people are already down. Why would you do that? What's on our minds that would make people go and break in somebody's house, in some cases raping people, taking their clothes, taking their money, robbing the people of their hard-earned, because the police aren't there to protect them? Come on. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me, but we are just, in so many instances, just that sick in terms of some people. And so my prayers go out to those folks. But definitely put yourself in a position that you can protect yourself, because we need to be in that state of mind in America today. We need to be in a situation where we can uplift people, but you got to be able to do it, at home first. So to those who've already donated, to those who've already given, thank you so much for the contributions that you've made. But there are a lot of people that are still in need and are going to be in need for the foreseeable future. So please, if you're giving water, remember this: if you're donating water, do your research on the type of plastic water bottles you drink. Do not keep drinking out of plastic water bottles that have heavy chemical bases that are not good for you. There are only a few water bottles that actually have the right label. You have to look it up. Number 5 inside, there's a triangle, almost like a octagon, that has a number inside of it. And inside of that number, it lets you know which bottle it is and what type of plastic it is. That's number 1. So check the plastic, know what you're sending. I believe it's 2, 3, and 5 are the good bottles. But then the ones that you don't want, start to research that for yourself. Stop drinking water that's not, out of those plastic bottles that's not good for you. In addition to that, when you send water, do your best. Don't just send the basic water because, it's cheap. People need water that they can live with, that's going to help them. Alkaline water is what you really want to send. The bottle Swiss water, that's a good water to send. Core, that's another good bottle of water to send. Any bottle that has a pH balance of 8.5 or 9.5 is what you want to send out to people, because people really need real water. Alkaline water is, the other plastic bottles, other water bottles you're getting is no different from tap water. And that tap water could be anything, Basically, they put enough fluoride in it to be at 7.5. But make sure that you send people alkaline water. Look it up, alkaline, ALKLAINE, alkaline. You want to make sure people are drinking alkaline water because it'll help put oxygen in the body. It'll help take toxins out of the body. Remember, the people are very toxic because of all of the storm and the chemicals in the air, in the water, in the environment itself. They need alkaline water. So don't just send any water. Do some, just because it's cheap. Give people your best, not your worst, my grandmother would always say. So we want to make sure we definitely do that. Also, coming up tomorrow, tonight actually, it's been kicking off already. The Congressional Black Caucus, Legislative Black Caucus is in town in the District of Columbia. If you're here, Look it up. There are a number of events taking place. We'll be involved in the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, in which we're a member of. Ron Busby is the president. We're actually going to show you a quick clip of something of Ron's so you can see how serious and focused this brother is on business and economics. And so we encourage you to do business with other black businesses to help build the dollar, recirculation of the dollar, redistribution of wealth within the black community so the black community can help itself and put itself up and build itself so that you're able to do the things need to be done regardless of whether the government or any other corporation or foundation donates to your particular neighborhood or community. You're able to take care of the community yourself. And then you're helping the economy. You're helping the county. You're helping the city, the state where you live in by being able to redistribute those dollars within your community. In addition to that, Wednesday morning, there's a breakfast that's being held by the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, Ron Busby, and it's on business contracting. How to contract with companies and government agencies and entities and make those funds, again, generate within the community. But also, we want to be able to check out Ron and this piece that he's going to deliver us on business and how important it is to start focusing on your business. Whatever you do, you should have a business, regardless of where you work, regardless of what you're doing career-wise. Start your own business. And you put you in a total different tax bracket, put yourself in business, get your family started in business, have your children understand the dynamics of business, a profit and loss statement. We need those kinds of things so that it becomes generational and you're not always in a position of looking for work or employment. You're looking for business. You're looking for things to grow your wealth and your opportunities for yourself and your family and your community. So check out this piece on Ron Busby, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. We'll run a commercial, and then right after that, you'll see none other than the good brother, the president of the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, Ron Busby, right here on the Peace in the Morning Show.
In the back of your mind, you like something is not right. It's like I'm not getting the whole story. There's something is strange that's going on. If you're out there and you feel like, it's something I don't know, it's something they're not telling me, I'm working, I'm putting all my money in the bank or in a 401k and I'm doing everything that people are telling me to do, but I'm still not reaching my financial goal, I'm here to tell you that you are absolutely correct. You're not being told that more likely than not are more beneficial to you than the things that are being promoted.
Coming.
Instead of I wanna know if what you feel is real. 'Cause there is a reason, yeah, for the things that I say. I wanna love you, girl, in a special way.
Chambers Incorporated right here. Now, I heard you up on the podium and you came from humble beginnings. Now, and then you rose past mediocre business and, wood, wet, analogy that you made, and you made to historic, levels as far as in business is concerned. What gave you that fire and desire to come from mediocrity and rise above it?
Well, I had the opportunity to grow up in a black community, and in my community, we had a couple of successful people. The first one was a dentist, and so I said, well, great, I'll be a dentist. Then the second one was an insurance guy, so I said, great, I'll be in insurance. And then as I was telling the audience today, I had the opportunity to attend Florida A&M University, where they really showed me other African Americans that were aspiring to do great things, not just local but national, not just things that we could see, but things that we could envision. And so with that, I was able to go back home and take over a very small family business and grow that to one of the country's largest janitorial services, the largest black-owned janitorial service in the country. And it was all because I had been exposed, so exposure is obviously important, but vision is also important as well.
You see, in Washington, D.C., if you come, and I know several of you have been there, you'll see on the back of our license plate, it says, taxation without representation. And for decades, that's who black folk have been. We've been paying into a system that just doesn't represent us. And so our first pillar, as we created it, was called advocacy, because everyone in Washington, D.C. has someone representing their interests, except for black business owners. Everybody has somebody representing their best interests, except for black business owners. We have the National Urban League, and I love them. I'm a life-paying member. But they were created for programs for early childhood development and home ownership. We got National Action Network. Ben Jealous is my fraternity brother, and his offices are 2 floors down from me. Love the organization. My father and mother are both national members. But they're there to make sure that when we have injustices, that we have a voice representing our injustices. I love Reverend Sharpton. His voice comes on each and every night, and he talks of issues that need to be discussed. But once again, we talk about economics. We don't talk about incarceration rates unless it's dealing with an economic agenda. So our first pillar is advocacy, and we make sure that our business interest is always at the table. It's not a Republican issue. It's not a Democratic issue. It's not a liberal or a conservative. It is a black economic agenda, and we don't apologize for being black or making sure that our agenda is a priority.
Now that, to be totally honest, that sounds something like the Kennedys, where they're sending their
Good brother
children
Ron
out,
Busby,
the children come back.
president of the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, holding a policy breakfast tomorrow in the District of Columbia. Look him up, Ron Busby, B-U-S-B-Y Senior, Ron Busby Senior. And the brother's focused on economics, not a Democratic issue, not a Republican issue, but not a liberal or conservative, he said, but a economic issue. And if you want to develop your community, you want to do 3 things: environmentally, spiritually, and financially. And in my opinion, education starts at home. So that really shouldn't, that's part of the pillar. Education is the crux, because if you can read and you can write, then you can communicate and articulate, and you can do research and you can study. So I'm excited about the fact that, Ron Busby is now on the scene and will be doing the work that he will be doing to help push economic agenda as it applies to the black community. Also, this coming Thursday evening, Delegate Barnes here in Prince George's County is having an event at Ozio's. There was a reception for Prince George's County folks to be involved and kind of network with some of the movers and shakers on Capitol Hill as it applies to the political scene. Today is Tuesday, September 17th, and people should be getting out to vote in droves. Up. Back that up. I stand corrected. I said 17. Get it together, Darius. 19th is it is, brother. No doubt, September 19th. So get out and vote if you have not done so already. If you have, give us a call. We lost one of our callers 240-455-5934. That's 240-455-5934. We're going to turn it over to our good brother, Roland Bubba Grimes. Definitely want to give, shout out to him and the Orange Men of Syracuse. Brother Derek Coleman checked in on the show today. We appreciate your support. And, Bubba, what's happening, brother?
Man, I just want to publicly acknowledge for everybody listening that it is not an easy thing to do a daily talk show. And you have stood in the gap for the last couple of months and daily put it on the line, brought some folks in, gave them some exposure, opportunity to have their voices heard in a special way. And just want to, first of all, thank you for doing it and things that I've learned and been a part of since you started. Delegate Darrell Bonds, Lady Karan, Queen Asudebe, who've added personality, perspective, and posture to the Peace in the Morning show. And I'm just praying for you and with you that you will continue to mobilize and do what you're doing and plant the seeds and put the words out there. I'm watching people respond to it. They're beginning to look forward to it in the morning. Someone hit me this morning, it's, out of the Midwest and said, hey, what's going on? Where's the show? And that's a beautiful thing. And you're talking about 400 or 500 miles from here because they're looking forward to the show every morning. I learned something a long time ago. The distance is small, but the difference is huge. So even though we are, thousands and thousands of miles away from Africa, as an example, it's a big distance. But it's a big distance, small difference, or big difference, small distance. Either way, we can close the gap merely by continuing to show up and show out as you do. So I just want to encourage you. I know sometimes the back hurts. I know sometimes the weight gets heavy. But this is what God has for you to do. So, sometimes it's going to hurt us, but it's what he's got for us to do. So keep doing it, and we're going to continue to stand behind you.
No doubt.
All right, brother, appreciate you.
My man, that was Roland Bubba Grimes, the one and twos. That's the brother doing the music, ladies and gentlemen, for the brothers and the sisters out there, what we call a dearly beloved.
And we do the music like this.
And we're doing it like this. God Almighty. Come on, share real quick. We ready to wrap it up? You ready to wrap it up? So you better come on with it.
Are you ready now, ain't you?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's how we do it on the Peace of the Morning Show. At any given time, we will crank it on up. Crank it on up. No doubt. We're really excited, man, about what we've been able to do. And Roland, we appreciate you for your support and your leadership here at E-Life Studios. We are thankful and grateful that we have this platform, that we're able to communicate and bring folks in and share their businesses, share their ideas from all colors, all races, all sexes, that we're able to push and promote positivity because we need peace and love in the atmosphere. And so we are definitely excited about the fact that we got people that are in our corner, that are helping us grow, that are making us and pushing us to the next level. So, we want to thank you for your support. Thank you for helping us grow the Peace in the Morning Show. And we're on our way to Annapolis, man, live at the Kunta Kinte Festival. That's where we're going to be this weekend at the Kunta Kinte Festival, live on the city dock. Baby, do you know, as your girl Monique said, baby, we're going to be live, baby, right there on the Peace in the Morning Show, live at the city of Annapolis dock, where Kunta Kinte came in and landed right here in Annapolis, Maryland. So, we are very grateful. Thank you, Jan Lee, the chairman of the Kunta Kinte Festival. Thank you, T. Arthur, Leonard Blackshear, Patsy Blackshear, the founders of the Kunta Kinte Festival. A lot of people who were involved, Bonita Sims, Stanton, Joyce Amos, just tons of people who got involved and rolled their sleeves up and went to work. And now the festival is being taken on by a young sister, Jan Lee, and her crew. And they have picked up the baton and rolling with it and have a real nice show, a real nice program, artists, vendors, food, all kinds of things, entertainment for the family, including the Peace in the Morning show. Right here, www.elifemedia.net. We will be streaming live from Annapolis, Maryland. That's right. So check us out this weekend. Come on down and meet us. We can be giving some Peace in the Morning show T-shirts away. So we want you to get your Peace in the Morning T-shirts. We have some ticket giveaways and some other things. So definitely come on, check us out. We're even going to work to have a massage chair there for you to come get yourself a massage on the Peace in the Morning show this weekend in Annapolis, Maryland, City Dock, September 23rd. So we're going to roll on out of here and make it do what it do for the rest of the day. So get all pumped up and ready to go, pumped up and ready to go. Win, win, win. And as we give this peaceful moment, I just want to emphasize the power of one. The power of one. You have the power. I used to speak to young people in elementary, middle schools, and I used to have them stand up and say, I've got the power, peace and love. I've got the power, peace and love. I've got the power, I've got the power, I've got the power, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. And the reason why I used to do that is because I wanted those young people to understand that as individuals, as human beings, their energy, they have the power. We have the power to overcome anything that we want to overcome. We are built like that. Spiritually, we are built like that. It's the noise, it's the challenges, it's the other things that make us feel like we can't make it, like we aren't able to do it, like we're not going to be successful, like we have a fear or afraid to step out there. Well, I'm here to tell you that it happens to all of us, including myself, when the self-doubt comes in, when the things that get tough come in, when the mistakes that you make weigh on you, when the things that you did that tripped you up pulled you back. But guess what? You can shake it off. Guess what? You can dust it off. Guess what? You can work it off. You can make it happen. And most importantly, you can pray it off. God knows prayer changes things, and the prayer of one. And when those one come together, you have the prayers of many. Know that the power of one is going to make a difference today. If you're in a municipality or county or jurisdiction where they're voting, get out and vote. Make that power of one. If you didn't vote, if you're not registered to vote, encourage other people to go get registered for the next election. It's on you. Now, what you going to do? What? Peace in the morning. This is Darius Stanton for Delegate Darrell Bonds, Queen Aya Sudabay, and Lady Karan, Roland Bubba Grimes, our station manager engineer, saying, and all of our dearly beloved, peace in the morning.
Shannon. What's your name, girl? Sweet Benita in here. Yeah, we got Lisa. Yeah, we know Sweet Lisa. Rock roll. Say what, baby? Yeah! Come on, come on! Happy birthday, Lisa. That's a thing. Also, we got Sweet Boogie and all the crew. Shoot it down, yo! Go! Don't wanna burn. Whoa!
Singer looking good, y'all. That's freaky, man. That's what I'm talking about. Now listen. I heard fellas, yeah, say we got to take time out to get close to the ladies. Let's find a super freak so we can take time out to taste style. Say what? I heard fellas, yeah, do you want to take time out to get close to the ladies? Let's find a super freak so we can take time out to taste style.
on the scene looking fresh. Babies looking at me, I'm the best that it get. Too fly, too live, VIP on lock. Drinking no bubbly, that's a G of pop. Groupies love tax, slim honeys, give me my profits. They be like, that's them screwdriver on rock. Getting sipped through the straw, got the club on lock. Chicks drunk, slide across the floor in they socks. And I'm grabbing every air with a skirt and a thong. Go ahead, baby, work cause they playing your song. Go ahead, baby, drip like Jamaican chicken. If I get the room, I'ma take you in it. Open up the door and I'ma make you senseless. Run the train by myself, I got enough stick chick. But right now, I'm a two-step and rub on your thighs. Girl, I can see the love in your eyes. Let's shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Shake, baby, shake, shake, go ahead, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake, baby. She in the club getting turned up, going off that Grey Goose with that cranberry juice cup turned up. Watch her move her body like a school bus. Whole club stop, watch her live like a news truck. She like to do the what, gon' let her make it up. And if she make the cut, I might just pay her butt. Then again, I'm trying to figure who a cougar friend. To the left, two-stepping with the juice and gin. Get loose again, tripping like a shoestring. Switch it up like a moose swing. Go ahead, DJ, put it on repeat. Go ahead, DJ, make a move with your feet. Let's have a good time like Darius James. Make you dance so hard you pull a hamstring. Let's have a good time like Darius James. Make you dance so hard you pull a hamstring. Go shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Shake, baby, shake, shake. Go ahead, shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Let's dance, let's step, let's do what we do. If you do it good to me, I'ma do it good to you. Let's work, go ahead, twerk, twerk it, baby. You shaking your stuff, you all over the club, and I just can't get enough. Go shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, now. Shake, baby, shake, shake, baby, shake. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. All right, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Go ahead, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. Shake, baby, shake, shake. Go ahead, now. Shake, baby, shake, baby, shake. So, go ahead now. Watch that now. Go ahead now. Watch out now. All right, put your back into it, girl.
So, I'm trying to get this email now.
Everybody knows smoking is bad for you. But what you might not know is that sitting all day at your
We'll sing for you all day and night. This is the way we dance for you. We'll dance for you when this is the way we dance for you. But this is how we'll bump with you. Now there's an old man that lives on the hill. He won't bump, but his old lady will. Mercy. This is the way we move on you. Like a stick of buttermilk all over you. You must give up the ball.
Funk me, please funk me. I want you to funk me. Funk me, please funk me.
Sister Wheel.